Thanks very much, guys. Well, will he or won't he? Vice President Biden hints which way he's thinking for a presidential run. Did Hillary actually apologize for her email scandal in a new TV interview? Well, that was happening as her former aides continue to testify in D.C. And one high school football team in hot water for baptisms on the field. Hi, everyone. I'm Gretchen Carlson. The real story starts right now. So let's kick off a Friday with politics, because Hillary Clinton telling the American people she is sorry for confusing everyone with her email scandal, but digging in her heels, saying she actually did nothing wrong. Clinton then jetting off to Puerto Rico, hoping to leave her email problems behind. But the controversy keeps trailing right behind her, overshadowing her campaign, as her inner circle gets grilled again about all of this on Capitol Hill. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry live for us with Mrs. Clinton in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So, Ed, Mrs. Clinton really doubling down on her email defense.
That's right, Gretchen. I mean, she repeatedly refused to apologize to the American people in this exclusive interview with NBC News. She said, as you noted, that she understands it was confusing. She's sorry for that. But at one point said that, she just wasn't thinking at the beginning of the Obama administration and didn't have a chance to think through the whole email situation. Quite an interesting defense. She went on to say this.
I know why the American people have questions about it, and I want to make sure that I answer those questions, starting with the fact that my personal email use was fully above board. It was allowed by the State Department, as they have confirmed. But in retrospect, it certainly would have been better. I take responsibility. I should have had 2 accounts.
Now, Yahoo News is reporting that her former staffer who set up the server is also taking the fifth with the FBI. Why that would be significant, of course. Remember, we talked about the fact that Democrats, allies of Hillary Clinton yesterday, were dismissing this idea that the former staffer had taken the fifth on Capitol Hill. They said, well, that's just because he doesn't want to get involved in a political spectacle. If he's now doing that with the FBI as well, it might hint at a lot more here, Gretchen.
Yeah, no doubt. 2 totally different things. Okay, so Mrs. Clinton is in Puerto Rico, but who else is crashing the party there?
Republican Marco Rubio. Part of the reason why she's going to be here in a little while, she wants to talk health care. She wants to try to get past the email controversy, but she also wants to scare up votes, not just because of the Democratic primary here next summer, but also to reach out to voters in Florida who move from Puerto Rico, go from the territory and move to Florida, a very pivotal block of votes. She's trying to send a signal to Jeb Bush, to Marco Rubio, others in the Republican race, that if she gets the nomination, she's going to win Florida in the general election. But I sat down quickly here with Marco Rubio. He's having a rally in San Juan today, and he said this email trouble is getting worse. Listen.
You start to see that this is evolving from just incompetence and mismanagement to potentially criminal activity. So again, it goes back to the same point I've made before. Hillary Clinton is a desperate candidate because she has a ticking time bomb on her hands when it comes to this email scandal.
Now, another point of division, we should point out, Puerto Rico is currently in $72 billion in debt. Hillary Clinton, President Obama, and Jeb Bush all want to see them file for Chapter 9 bankruptcy here. Marco Rubio says that's a bad idea. He wants them to work out their debt problems on their own. Gretchen?
All right. Ed Henry, live for us in Puerto Rico. We're going to be talking about that Hispanic vote coming up a little later on in the show as well. Thanks, Ed.